it's Daniela. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated now.
Hello, Moreno Valley. My name is Dr. Alejandro Rubalcaba. I'm the very proud superintendent of our amazing school district. Women's History Month is important because it celebrates the vital contributions of women throughout history. It highlights often overlooked or forgotten achievements of significant women in various fields. It empowers young girls with courage, self-esteem, and willpower, and it inspires current and future women to emulate the achievements of past accomplishments. I encourage our young ladies to research and study women's history. Incorporate their stories and their achievements in everything we do in the classroom. Encourage research projects on notable women in various fields. And invite local female leaders to speak about their experiences and their inspirations and their accomplishments. One person that comes to mind is Dolores Huerta. She was a co-founder of the United Farm Workers along with Cesar Chavez. Her tireless work for workers' rights and social justice inspired others, especially protecting and championing underserved and underappreciated individuals. It is important to recognize that women's history is an essential part of our shared heritage and our shared history. Understanding women's struggles and achievements helps us towards a more valuable future. It recognizes women's contributions in all fields and inspires future generations to pursue their dreams and again, continue to support underserved and sometimes marginalized populations.
Women have been shaping human history since the dawn of civilization, but it's the month of March that was chosen to honor women throughout history. Here's why. The origin story of Women's History Month is up for debate, but it was born right here in the U.S. during the suffrage movement, when women were fighting for the right to vote. Some historians say that its roots can be traced back to a protest on March 8, 1857. It was then that a group of women from New York City textile factories allegedly staged a strike over poor working conditions. But scholars argue that this demonstration was fabricated, suggesting that the strike was invented retroactively to give the annual celebration a more compelling backstory. At first, women's history was only observed for one day. The Socialist Party of America first declared National Women's Day in 1909 amid the women's rights movement, but the idea quickly spread around the globe. The idea of an International Women's Day was proposed and approved in 1910 at the International Conference of Working Women in Copenhagen, which we now celebrate every year on March 8th. Fast forward to the 1970s in Sonoma County, California, where a group of people were fed up that women's history was being left out of the classroom. The first Women's History Week was celebrated in March 1978, culminating with a parade in downtown Santa Rosa, California. This local celebration turned into a movement. Activists pushed to make this week official, and it worked. In 1980, President Carter issued the first presidential proclamation, declaring the second week of March as National Women's History Week. And that momentum kept growing. In 1987, Congress officially declared March as National Women's History Month. A special presidential proclamation is issued each year which honors the extraordinary achievements of women in America. But more than 30 years later, the fight for gender equality continues. In 2020, for every dollar a man made, women made 82 cents.